forest whispered, the fire screamed, the bones agreed, and at last, here you are, just in time.
You foresaw it come?
The horned god told me, before hatred blinded him. He said your paths would cross, that you would bring redemption or ruin.
Just in time?
In my dreams, I hear the crack of seals and snapping bones. The horned god, cursed with pain and blood, tears at the bonds I used to bind him. The earth trembles with his fury. Can you feel it? Soon, he will break free. And then we shall pay for calling him with blood, not faith.
You mentioned the Unrealm of Hunt.
It's the horned god's domain, a place where time does not flow beyond the reach of humankind. Once, it was lush and alive, where the hunt was sacred, wild, pulsing with green and the crimson of blood, teeming with beasts and birds in the boughs. I doubt it still is.
The man lying on the altar, is that Gudri?
Yes, Gudri, who took the horned god's fury into himself to save us all. He reached for blood and bone, and let me turn his body and soul into a vessel for the god's essence. I sealed it with wards, like a cage of thorns. But the god's wrath will tear through them, sooner or later. And when that happens, there'll be no saving us.
You bound a god inside a man? How?
If you want to bind a god, you don't choose the method. You use everything. Old songs stolen from the dead, runes slick with black blood, teeth and claws. The horned god in his hate-twisted form was a nightmare that came to devour us all. The finest warriors of the Spine, the pride of our tribe, gave their lives on the altar of battle to weaken him.
How did the Stagfather end up in your village?
My disciples, my sons and daughters, they strayed. After the Gunvalda massacre, I and the others who served the horned god could not bear the shame. We heard our kin cry out and turned our heads. We betrayed our blood. The most devout called upon the old powers, out of grief, out of rage, but without reverence or care. They begged the horned god to come and punish us. And he did. Not as a guardian, not as a spirit of the woods. He came as fury, pain, and slaughter.
Why didn't you try to stop them?
I didn't think they'd reach so deep into the dark. By the time I saw what they were doing, the earth was already soaked in blood.
How did you have the knowledge and power to summon a god?
They opened a door, and I gave them the key, in the form of songs, rites, and signs.
Can the Stagfather be stopped?
He cannot be healed. He will not forgive us. But I can try to keep him bound, by will, by bone, and by blood. To do that, I need a fragment of his original self. The first trophy. The skull of the first stag ever hunted and offered in sacrifice to the horned god. It will remind him of who he once was. Bind his essence to the first offering, one made out of reverence, not fear. It may hold him in the unrealm of the hunt, long enough for me to complete the rite that will seal him there.
Where can I find the skull?
It's hidden, tied to the places where we once worshipped the horned god. 3 shrines, as old as the forest itself. But now, they must be destroyed. Each one. Once all 3 fall, the 4th shrine, hidden and forgotten, will reveal itself. The first trophy waits there.
Did you already send someone from the village?
No, I saw you in the fire and the bones. Your hand upon the skull. That's why I waited.
Fine, I'll bring the trophy.
Go, but be warned. The shrines are no longer sacred. They're fouled by hatred, and the guardians who watch over them do not rest. Follow the path that lies ahead.
Well, these are not far. I can get the trophy now. First trophy.
Step lightly. Not everyone.
Go say.
Nothing new.
I've been waiting for you.
I have the first trophy.
I knew you'd succeed. Fire and bone do not lie. There's no time left, child. The horned god is tearing Gudri's body apart, and his fury fills the air. Soon, his essence will break loose and devour everything in its path. I must begin the ritual. But I fear he may be too blinded by rage and pain to see the first trophy as anything more than bone and memory.
So what now?
Your path leads to the unrealm of the hunt. There, you'll face the horned god. If you can weaken him, if you can break through the frenzy even for a moment, then the first trophy might reach what's left of his old self.
Didn't you say Unrealm of the Hunt was beyond human reach?
Oh, child, we both know you're not entirely human. Your second soul will guide you where others lose their way and perish.
I should probably speak with Barlam first.
I understand. He's the chieftain after all. But be wary of his words. Whatever is going through your mind right now, there is no other option. We need you and your help. If you need to prepare, go. I'll open the passage for you anyway. But remember, you're not going there to bring death to the horned god. Wound him, weaken him, then return. That's when the trophy will speak, and I will close the gate behind you. Hopefully, for good. Take care. The Horned God does not forgive weakness.
The breach. Let's go back to Barlam quickly. So you want to kill a god? Aren't you afraid of the consequences?
We need to get rid of that damn thing once and for all. Even if it means the woods stay empty and the hunt runs dry. I won't let my people live in fear anymore. For too long my predecessors let that old witch manipulate them. Gudry must die, and when he does, the Stagfather will show himself. That's when we'll strike and kill him.
Why do you want to get rid of the Stagfather? You don't believe in him anymore?
Hard not to believe in something you saw with your own eyes. And now that I've seen what he's capable of, I know there's no place for him in Avalon. We made a mistake keeping him alive with our faith. If we manage to rebuild the tribe, we'll do things differently. We might not be the greatest hunters anymore, but at least we'd be alive. Besides, no one can take our skills away from us.
Glirna claims that without the Stagfather, the Swain tribe will lose its identity.
It's true. We pride ourselves on being the best hunters in the land. And at the root of that pride lies the Horned God and the supposed grace he once gave us. But if the old god failed us, we'll find ourselves a new one. At least those who feel the need to can. I'm not worried about the Swain identity. There are so few of us left.
Do you really want to test your strength against a god?
Not on my own, of course. I need your help. From what I understand, the fight has to take place in 2 realms. And I already know you can walk that unrealm of the hunt, as Glirna calls it. You'll kill the Stagfather in that realm, and my people and I will take care of whatever appears on this side. We need to break free from this curse once and for all. Do this for me, and the full strength of the Swain will stand with the voice of the tribes.
What if your plan fails?
It won't. We know too much already, and that's thanks to you. I won't lie, your fight will be the toughest. But you've faced worse before, haven't you? Let me know when you're ready. It's time to end this madness once and for all.
Wow. To purify the god? Or to kill him? Interesting.
I've been. And
By what right do you tread in my realm, blasphemer? Who dare stand before me unbidden?
I want to know why you attacked your own followers.
I heard the call. I answered it, as I have done for centuries. And the moment I stepped beyond my realm, the weirdness consumed me. The hunt that began then was unlike the hunts I behold through the eyes of my followers. I was the hunter, they the prey, and I felt in that moment as if it had always been so. Only those who summoned me were hidden from my sight.
And now the choice. Glirna sent me. She says I must heal you, restore what you once were.
Glirna. She has long been attuned to my call. I watched the world through her eyes. When I answered the summons and the weirdness took hold, our bond was severed. Glirna must have sensed it. That rage I felt, it was not my own. The moment the sacrifice was taken, I knew it had not been done by my will. If Glirna knows how to restore our connection, I accept this path. Then do what must be done, mortal.
Why are you not taking damage now all of a sudden?
The Stag Father has returned to his true form. I felt our bond rekindle. His power restored to its original untainted essence. Thank you for understanding. You've restored our identity.
The Stag Father forbids you from summoning him during a weird night.
Yes, I hear his call within my soul. His will is our law. His wrath will fall upon those who dare summon him by night. And he will hunt them by day. For by night he shall not answer.
What will become of the tribe now?
We will return to our roots. Once more we shall be masters of the hunt by the Stag Father's grace. We will endure. For such is our fate. No weirdness, no worldly matter shall lead us from the sacred path we walk. The world may fall, the weirdness may consume all, and yet the swine shall remain wrapped in the Stag Father's favor.
Will the swine attend the moot?
That is Barlam's will and decision. He tends to mortal affairs, and that order will stand. My calling is to restore faith and trust in the Stag Father. That is the greater mission, to remind us all who we truly are. Walk the path of light, mortal. Follow the path that lies ahead.
Let's see what will the chieftain say. Oh, look, it's nighttime. Maybe I should call the Stag Father. I bound the Stag Father for good. He won't be a threat to you
You
anymore.
didn't kill him? Then how do you know he won't still be a threat? Bloody Glern filled your head with all that talk. No swine without the Stag Father. Truth is, the tribe still stands in spite of him. No one knows if he won't break free one day and finish what he started. And thanks to you, that axe is still hanging over our heads.
Will you attend the moot?
And risk the Stag Father breaking free while I'm gone? No chance. If that's going to happen, I want to be here. To fall in battle, defending my village and my people. Tell Gerfan I've got more pressing matters than his war councils. We had our own war here, and we're the ones left to clean it up.
What will happen to the swine
We'll
now?
rebuild the village, lick our wounds, bury our dead. Learn to live in the Stag Father's shadow. We'll survive, at least until he breaks free. We won't survive another attack like that. I'll be chief as long as that's what the tribe wants. But if they'd rather have one of Glirna's followers take my place, so be it. Farewell. Thanks for trying to help. Shame you stopped halfway.
That makes sense. King Arthur Gauntlets. Critical hits restore health and mana. Critical hit chance when the health is low. You deal increased damage to the 4 dweller enemies. Interesting. Well, that makes sense. So now... let's get rid of the Stagfather. I've come to end your bloody reign. The Swain will be free of you.
The Swain owe me obedience. Such is the law of nature, eternal and binding. It is they who gave me form through their faith. Without me, the Swain are no more. So tell me, will you strike down the strength of a tribe with your own hands? Or will you spare them what they are?
They will survive without you. Face me.
I cannot refuse the challenge. But know this. No god is fated to fall by a mortal's hand. Die with honor, my prey.
Wow. I wonder if they're gonna kill Grandma in the physical world. She's alive. Are you mad?
You killed him. You have no idea what you've done. He was our beginning, our meaning. You ripped the heart out of our tribe.
Your ritual could have failed. Death stops the Stagfather for good.
Yes, but with his fury, our faith died too. Our strength, the memory of our ancestors, will survive. But not as Svein. Go. I have no more words for you.
Quest failed.
Leave.
Stagfather is dead. I decided you were right.
You made the right choice. Thanks to you, we can now rebuild the tribe on our own terms.
Will you go to the moot now?
Yes, I will. Even though only a few of us remain, the Svein tribe will honor the old traditions and support our brethren with the strength of our arms. Perhaps what awaits us now is death at Camelot's hand, if the Council of Elders decides to go to war. We no longer have a god to aid us in battle, or in our struggles with the world. But you know what? So be it. Better to die in battle than to keep hiding in the woods like animals. It's time for the Swine to reclaim their rightful place among the Del Rida.
What will happen to the Swine tribe now?
Hard to say, but we'll decide together. I propose moving to the capital since it's nearly empty. We can hunt anywhere, and this place, it'll always remind us of the massacre the Stagfather and his fanatics brought upon us. I believe it's time we stepped out of the shadows and tried to unite with the other tribes.
Okay, got one tribe. Let's take you and you. Before I leave, I could check up on others.
Keep.
Good to say.
Take care.
When Stagfather was summoned, did you fight him?
So you already know what happened. I fought. We all did. We hunted the bloody god of the hunt. And look how many of us are left. You know what's the worst part? Some of those lunatics who summoned the Stagfather are still alive. Didn't even go far from the village. I'd snap their necks with my bare hands if I could.
Why don't you?
Barlam forbade it. He doesn't want to risk losing the few hunters we've got left. Without us, the village won't survive. As if Glairna's loons could do anything to me. But I get it, so fair enough. But you're not one of the tribe. Barlam's orders don't apply to you.
True. Go on.
They're in the woods. West of here, not far. Not even hiding. Like they think no one will lay a finger on them. Get rid of them. Avenge the swine, and you'll have our gratitude.
I'll do it.
Glad you see it that way. We won't forget your help.
Those fanatics who summoned him.
Have you dealt with them?
I have.
Shame I didn't get to see them die. Thanks. My tribe won't forget this. No need to link.
Okay, now. I think I'm done here. If not, I'll come back. Let's go to this village.
Don't get too curious.
Oh, Tiga. What have you done? Why did you leave me like this? So brave, yet so foolish. What am I supposed to do now?
You're Tiga's wife?
Oh! You startled me. Barging into a Dilrida woman's house without knocking. You're lucky to still be breathing. Wait, you're the one who gave him a good death, aren't you? I'm Helmi. Yes, Tiga was my husband. And I suppose I should thank you.
I'm sorry about the duel.
I'm only sorry that Tiga is gone. But I am grateful to you. You acted honorably, allowing him to challenge you. No one else was willing to do it. The Dilrida think fighting a madman is dishonorable, as if madness could be caught like a sickness. Madder help me, it's utter nonsense. My poor Tiga.
Aye, speak quickly.
Can I help you?
Oh, I saw an outsider. I figured you must have lost your way to end up here at the Volker tribe. But you... Can I help you? Speaking so politely to a Volker? You gotta be mad. And to answer your question, no, I can't be helped. I just need to be alone.
Why are you sad?
You won't leave me be, will you? Fine, have it your way. How long can a man sulk anyway? A mourning a loss, if you must know. My blade, shattered into pieces. I've collected every shard and keep them close. It's hard to accept that I'll never wield it in battle again.
Can't you forge another?
Aye, I will. Once the sorrow passes. What kind of smith doesn't wield a decent blade of his own? But even so, I could forge a dozen axes, another dozen swords. None of them would replace that blade. It was one of a kind. It was forged from the same metal as the giant swords. I found it after we wiped out our Remor camp. Blood and guts of those wretches were everywhere. And there it was. My sword. It called to me. It was meant to be mine.
What happened to your sword?
I shattered it. I realized I couldn't keep going like this. It had all gone too far, far beyond what I could handle. It kept demanding more. Because everything comes at a price.
What do you mean by that?
The sword, it needed proof of loyalty. Proof that we were worthy of each other. And since blood binds best, it demanded blood. When there was no one else to cut down, I let it taste my own. Until, one day, the blood of others wasn't enough anymore. It wanted mine.
Your sword made you harm yourself?
Aye, so what? Don't give me that look. It's clear you've not spent much time with the Volkers, if things like this bother you.
What happened when you didn't feed it blood?
It went dull. Dull as an ulcer. Couldn't even cut through a slab of bear meat. Sometimes, if I went too long without tasting my blood, I'd have to fight with that blunt blade. Felt like punishment for letting it starve.
What will you do with those shards now?
Oh, what, you want them? Fine, take them. I'm not reforging it into a new blade. I need to come to terms with the loss. It was meant to be. But if you can forge something from it, I'll commend you. It's not an easy material to work with.
If I reforge the shards into a new weapon, you won't want it back?
No. That'll be your work, your blade. Just like I once found mine, you'll find yours in the forge's fire. I'll rid myself of what's caused me so much sorrow, and you'll gain something to fight with. A fair trade. Just remember, if it starts whispering to you, there's only one way to deal with it.
Any advice on working with these shards?
You'll definitely need Weirdstone. And besides that...
You mentioned I must have lost my way to end up here. You don't see outsiders often?
It's rare enough to see other people in the Forlorn Swords. But making it to the Vulkars, that's another story. Most don't. They get eaten by beasts, their minds twisted by ice weavers, or swallowed by the night. Or they simply decide there's nothing here, and wonder why the hell they should bother coming to us at all. I don't blame them. But since everyone's abandoned us, they can shove it. We'll manage on our own. There's nothing left anyway.
You don't seem to have highest opinion of your own tribe.
That's not it, stranger. Listen closely. Some say Mather has abandoned us. Me? I'm not sure she was ever really with us in the first place. But that doesn't matter. What matters is Vulkar. I'm loyal to the tribe because loyalty is the only thing with real worth. A man can be broken by the silence when his gods don't answer. He can be broken by death's shadow or the grip of madness. But if he stays loyal to his tribe, deep down in his heart, it means that everything fades, except devotion. I'll take a look at what I've got.
Greetings, stranger. I'm Engsvar, the chieftain of the Volkil tribe. What brings you here?
When I entered the village, one of the warriors challenged me to a duel.
Ah, Taig. Taig was a problem. The poor man had gone mad. He claimed to hear Mother's voice, that the goddess was commanding him to fight and die a noble death. Someone would have granted him that death long ago. It would have been kinder than his torment. But defeating a madman in combat brings no honor, so he suffered. And we suffered alongside him. Your act was an act of mercy. It's good that someone finally took it upon themselves to do it. We'll need to inform Helmi, Tyke's widow. It's best if you handle it. Offer her your condolences. And don't worry, she'll understand that it had to be done.
Gurf sends me. He wants you to attend the moot.
Really? Me? A representative of the madmen forsaken by Mother? Does he think I don't know we're the joke of the other tribes? What? Does he want them to laugh in my face instead of behind my back?
Madmen?
That's what we are in the eyes of the other Dalrita. Sure, they respect our berserker's fury, when it's not too frequent, and when it happens to serve their battles. But deep down, they see it as madness. They're afraid that in our rage, we might mistake them for the enemy.
Gurf wants the tribes to come to an agreement about Camelot.
An agreement? For centuries, every tribe has only looked out for itself. A single conversation isn't going to change that. Besides, with the others there, we'll never be treated as equals. That's just the way it's always been. Unfortunately, I must refuse. The vocal tribe will not join the moot. We have our own issues to attend to.
Can I help you?
There is one thing, but I'm not sure you can do much about it. It's embarrassing to ask an outsider for help, but I have no other choice. Not far from the village, there's a hill that used to be the seat of our elders. At least, it was. Until bandits moved in and likely killed everyone there. They've destroyed the bridge, fortified the stronghold, and now they sit there, practically spitting in our faces.
They took over the land of the Dalrita, right next to the village full of warriors?
I know. We've fallen far. Once, we were a proud tribe. Now, we're stuck watching petty thugs parade around our own land. Mother is clearly showing us what she thinks of us.
You didn't try to retake it?
We did. We lost too many good warriors. We underestimated them. On top of that, many Volkir left to join One Eye. So our numbers are thin. We don't even have our berserker potion. We lost it, along with Mother's grace.
I take it you want to reclaim the seat of elders.
Yes, but if my warriors couldn't do it, I don't expect you to manage it alone. Still, maybe if you could sneak in there somehow and... I don't know. Either way, anyone who helps drive those dogs off our land will be rewarded.
I'll take care of it.
I appreciate your courage, though I hope it is courage and not just foolish bravado.
Angsvar sends his condolences.
He'd be the first I'd like to kill. But without my husband and without my calling, I don't know what would happen to me if they'd cast me out. Well, I'll manage somehow. I've survived one heartbreak with Meder. I'll survive another. Now, please, just leave me alone.
Tige was yelling that Mother ordered him to kill me. Do you believe that?
I don't believe Meder was speaking to him. And I know what I'm talking about. Before I got married, my greatest dream was to become the Volker matron. But I believe that he believed it. That's why they thought he was mad. If I had become a priestess, Tige would still be alive. I would have loved him from afar, but at least he'd still be here,
You couldn't have predicted it. Don't blame yourself.
It's hard not to. Maybe there was something I could have done. Maybe I missed some symptoms, signs that his illness was getting worse. It's nice of you to try and comfort me, but I need to deal with my grief on my own. Though I'll admit, right now, I'd gladly kill half of my tribe. Especially those who refuse to grant him a good death.
You don't think Tige was mad?
Maybe he was. He definitely hadn't been himself lately. You see, my Tige was never a particularly pious man. I sent him to appease Madar with an offering once when my health began to fail. I won't lie. I was frustrated with my own weakness because going to the temple had always been both my duty and my joy. But Tige went there because he loved me deeply. That's when it all started. I recovered, but he kept going to the temple. Sometimes multiple times a day. He said Madar was speaking to him and that it was his duty to listen to her.
Why was he visiting the temple so often?
He said the fate of our marriage and the fate of all the Volker depended on it. The problem was he started taking all the food we had and we began to go hungry. That's when the real arguments started. So what fate of our marriage was he even talking about? Now that I think about it, it was such a stupid reason to fight. I should have gone with him, found out what he was talking about. But what's done is done. Teague is dead.
I will go to the temple. Maybe I'll find out what caused this.
Go ahead if you want to. I've been there myself, but Madar didn't say a word to me, as you can probably imagine. But who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe there really is something that reveals itself only to the chosen. If you find it, kill it for me, in Teague's memory.
Why did you want to become priestess?
I'd be lying if I said it's the dream of every little Volker girl. It's the most respected position for a woman in our tribe, but it's also the heaviest responsibility. If Madar's voice truly exists, it doesn't speak with words. You feel it in your soul. It's a calling. And her voice was screaming inside me. I truly wanted to give myself to her, but the elders decided I wasn't fit for the role. And then there was Tiga, whom I learned to love in time.
Being a matron doesn't seem like an easy job.
Easy or not, it was my calling. And I truly believed I was the right choice. But the elders said I was too hot-headed to bear that responsibility. Me? Hot-headed? Can you believe that?
No way!
Exactly! Go ahead, try saying otherwise. If every Dilrida was as honest as I am, our tribes would have united and supported each other long ago. No one's going to try and convince me otherwise.
Come closer, dearie. My, what a fetching lad you are. And all the way out here in the Forlorn Swords. Tell me, have you come looking for a strong Del Reader wife?
And what if I have? Are you offering?
Ah, you're a real charmer, aren't you? That's one of the things I miss about travelling across Avalon. Men outside the Forlorn Swords know how to use their words, make a woman feel special. The Delrida don't put much stock in talk, especially the Volker. But but it's still nice to hear something kind now and then.
You seem very friendly for a Volker.
If all the Volker you met were like this sorry lot, then I'm not surprised I seem like the odd one out. I remember the feasts we used to have, the celebrations. Any excuse was good enough. Then I left for a couple of decades and came back to this. We were never the cheeriest folk, but now it's like they've all got a frost grot up their arses.
You said you traveled Avalon.
Aye, ever since I was little, I wanted to see the world. I tried joining the Stone Wardens, but I've got two left hands when it comes to their craft. So, I did what many young Del Rita do when they want a taste of freedom. I became a mercenary. I loved the road, but then the years started catching up to me, so I came back and set up my shop.
You didn't think of staying outside the Forlorn Swords?
Hush, no. This is my home. Always has been. I bore a son and daughter here. Left them to be raised by their fathers into proper Volker. But I came back from time to time to visit. I always knew I'd return one day. But it was when I met my grandchildren that I truly knew it was time to leave wandering behind.
Do you miss the world outside Forlorn?
Aye, I do sometimes. But these days, I'm content just reading about it. Oh, which reminds me, I've been waiting for my journal to be delivered. I heard from a friend that they wrote an article about me. But everything arrives late in this blasted village. Would you be so kind as to check the road and see if the merchant is on the way?
Already found him. He's dead. Did you really help kill all those men?
Ah, so you've read the article. Now I really do need to catch up on it.
How did it start?
Well, one day, I was standing by the caravan, minding my own business, when a woman came up to me. She had a black eye and a look of pure desperation. Said she didn't know who to turn to, but since I was a mercenary, she wanted to hire me. Told me she'd caught her husband hurting their little girl. At first I told her to go to the chieftain. Among the Del Reader, that's an offence that gets you made nameless, beaten black and blue. But she said it didn't work like that where she came from.
She could have just left.
That's exactly what I told her. Leave the bastard, take the girl, go back to her first family. But she said if she went back to her father, he'd beat her too, and then send her right back to her husband. That's when I said, enough is enough, and I took matters into my own hands.
The Daldriata don't have problems within families?
A child may not yet have a name, but a child is still weak and defenseless. To harm one is to lose your honor, your hands, and your name. As for adults, a Del Reader who's earned their name belongs to no one but themselves. They come and go as they please. And to strike your spouse? What honor is there in hurting the one who loves and trusts you above all else?
And the other women?
In time, I learned to spot them myself. Some didn't want to talk. Others didn't trust me. But then there were those desperate for any help at all. So, I helped. One way or another.
You're the wandering Black Widow. Did you really help kill all those men?
Ah, so you've...
Okay, this is the same.
Well, she told her, but... Still walking? Still breathing? You're tougher than you look.
An outsider in the Volker village. Now that's a rare sight. People rarely venture far enough to reach our little corner of the Forlorn Swords. May I ask what brings you here?
The moot.
The moot? In the Mother Mines? I've always wanted to see the capital, though maybe under different circumstances. But I'm afraid you might have come all this way for nothing. We've never been close to the other tribes. When we had the Berserkers, they thought us mad. And now that we don't, we're useless to them. Nothing we do ever pleases them. So why bother?
You seem different from other Volker.
Not filled with doom and gloom, you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't very kind of me. The tribe is like a family to me. It pains me to see them suffer so much, but I wish they could just wake up from their stupor. There's still life to be lived, happiness to be found. There's no honour in giving up. That's not how a Volker should act.
You sound a bit like Vran.
She was right about many things. Nisa and I were even thinking about leaving with her, but I can't. I can't leave the village. I have a duty to stay here, even if nothing ever comes of it. I doubt Vran would have been happy with me joining her. She's always had a strong sense of duty. Where did you meet Vran?
In the south, she's still with One Eye. They forged an alliance with the Horns of the South.
Oh no. Are you telling me Vran is now living among a bunch of Southerners? I would have paid a small fortune to see that. They must be getting on her nerves so badly. But I'm glad they've done it. She deserves it.
I also met her sister, Rel. She runs a bookshop in Kunacht.
She does. That does sound like Vrel. Vran once threw all her books down the mountain. Vren then sold her favourite axe to a wandering merchant to buy new ones. I'm glad she's found happiness. Though, I wish she'd have stayed.
Are you happy with your life?
I am. I have Nisa, and I love her. I have my people, and I love them too. We've survived so much. And they're acting like it doesn't even matter. We should be trying to build something new, not just weeping over what we've lost. I understand sorrow, but there comes a moment when it's just pointless.
You don't think Mother abandoned you?
No, I don't think she abandoned us at all. What kind of mother abandons her children just because they've done something wrong? Maybe she's just showing us it's time to find our own path. We can't cling to our mother's skirts forever.
What do you want? Unless you can tell me where my Ira is, I got nothing to say to you.
Who's Ira?
My woman. She ran off into the forest and left me behind. You're a stranger, so you wouldn't understand what a stain on Dalriada honour it is to lose your woman like this. So now, I just sit here, staring into the bottom of this mug, hoping one day I'll drown in it. That's all there is to my story.
Why did Ira leave?
Why should I tell you? I don't even talk to my own kin about it, let alone some outsider.
Let's have a drink. Take mead.
Well, since you put it that way, sure, we can talk. Ira.
Missing voices?
Well, after our matron left and took the recipe for the Berserker potion with her, something changed in Ira. She became obsessed with recreating the formula. I hate to admit it,
but I got caught up in it too.
Is that why she left?
I think so. Poor Hera didn't have much talent for alchemy. Her ambition far outpaced her skill. We tested every concoction on ourselves. They always left me weak as a wet rag, but Hera, she got stronger. But her mind, it broke. She became more unpredictable than ever. One day, after another fight, she hit me over the head, hard enough to knock me out cold. When I woke up, she was gone. Just like that.
Were you both berserkers?
Of course. The fiercest in the Volker tribe. Kids used to fight over who'd get one of us as their father for the trial. Those were glorious days. Well, they're long gone now.
Why haven't you looked for her?
Oh, I've tried. Over and over. But every time I got close, she'd hide. I know she was there. I could feel her out there. But she wouldn't let me see her. Maybe she knows something I don't. Maybe she's waiting for the right moment to come back. Ay, my poor, wonderful Hera.
Tell me where to look for your wife.
Start here. I saw traces that she'd been there. That's a network of tunnels most people wouldn't dare to enter. I'm no spelunker. I'd just get lost and starve if I went in. But Hera loved that place. She'd go there whenever the kids or the tribe got on her nerves. I'd give everything I have to bring her back. No matter the madness, anger, or whatever it is that's taken her. She's my Hera.
Bring home my heart.
So you're the one who lit up this sad old pillar. You almost caused a stir among those sad lumps. Almost. So, I guess you're not exactly what they've been waiting for. But you've certainly piqued my curiosity.
What are you talking about?
This tribe. Once hailed as mighty warriors. Now they're just sitting around, waiting for someone to save them. If it's not their matron they're hoping for, then it's for the pillar to flood the village in scarlet light. They've lost their purpose and are desperate for someone to give it back to them.
What's a matron?
That's what they call their priestess. She disappeared long ago and never returned. The Volker claim she took Mater's favor with her, leaving them cursed. They act like a spoiled child whose mother suddenly got cross with them, and they can't understand what is happening. It should be amusing, but somehow it's not.
What does the pillar glowing even mean?
That's a good question. The pillar reacted to me when I first arrived, although very faintly. And now it's reacting to you for some undeniably fascinating reasons I'd love to hear about. But here's the real puzzle. Why does the pillar respond to creatures touched by the weirdness? And what exactly are they waiting for if nothing is ever enough? I doubt even Angsvar could answer that. But you should ask him anyway. I'm quite curious to hear what he'll tell you. Meet me later at the temple, fellow brother in the weirdness. I have a feeling we'll have plenty to talk about.
Okay. I'll ask Chieftain right now. I cannot. Never mind.
If it stinks, cut off your nose. Problem solved. If it tastes bad, slice off your tongue. No taste, no complaints, eh? And I will not have to hear you whining. Everyone wins.
Okay, who are you?
So, no one's told you yet that the one by the biggest heart is Aki, the worst cook among all Dalarida cooks? Huh, surprising. So, I'm Aki. Welcome.
You seem frustrated.
It's about the Volkers and their terrible taste. They're always whining about my food. How is it that we can bleed, tear ourselves apart, and that's all fine? But the moment they have to eat something unconventional, they act like a Camelot whore tossed into a vat of boiling water. Huh?
So the Volkers don't like your cooking.
They hate it! They gag every time they walk past. Bunch of fools. They'd rather eat raw weirdeer guts than what I prepare. They don't care that my meal's more nourishing. And besides, I like it.
Did you try to change anything about your cuisine?
Oh, believe me, outsider, I've tried. Every time it's ended up with me punching them for what they said about my dish. Or them punching me for making something so, fucking disgusting. Yeah. I can barely breathe through my broken nose.
Can't be that bad.
Aye, that's what I think too. Here, take it. Give it a try.
Oh. Great mistake. If it stinks, cut off your nose. Oh my god, this is poison. He makes poison. Let's eat it.
And? What do you think?
I think you should redefine some things about your menu.
Men? What the hell are you on about? What do you mean?
Don't you want to be a master cook?
Master who? I don't care.
You know, refine to be more sophisticated cook.
Ah, sophisticated your arse. I don't need that.
Do you want Volkers to like your cooking or not?
Screw them! No! Well, yes.
So let's go back to basics.
Okay.
What do you think defines the Volker?
Blood.
What's the general approach to life among your tribe?
Misery.
What's the greatest desire of your tribe folk?
Death. Ah, now I get it. There's no point in cooking. I should just kill myself. Yeah, that's an idea.
What a guy. No, that's not it. You just defined the 3 pillars of your tribe, right?
Right. And?
Keeping those values in mind, what would you cook? Oh no. Oh no.
3 pillars, you see. I think, I would say it would be... I'm not sure.
Go on, say it.
Endless screams of agony.
Endless screams of agony.
Aye! Endless screams of agony.
And what do those endless screams of agony require?
You're asking about ingredients, right? Well, I imagine there's definitely the brains of some beast in there, you know? Oh, and it would be great to add a strange toe. I haven't had one of those in ages. We'll need some fat, too. Can't get the creamy texture I'm thinking of without fat, And milk.
You have to cook it.
Did you see any cows here in the Forlorn Swords? I guess so. Well, in fact, I don't have any of those ingredients.
I'll get you everything you need.
Are you serious? Well, I'll be damned. Thank you. So, I'll be waiting.
Kitchen nightmares. Okay, I have all ingredients. 3, 1, 3, 4. 3 brain, 1 toe, 4 butter, and 3 milk.
Yes? You want to eat something? Go. Great.
Here are your ingredients.
Really? Let me see. Milk, meat, fat. Aye, you've brought everything I asked for. Alas, something new. I can't wait. Give me a little while and I'll have the dish ready. So here it is. The endless screams of agony. Smells, good. So what now? Should I call the Volkers and let them try it?
One last thing.
What? First you question me about the Volker tribe, then you offer help. I believed you. And now you're telling me it's not enough. Hey, why are you scheming, outsider? What tricks are these?
Every dish says something. It's made for a reason.
You speak in strange ways, outsider, but I think I get where you're going with this. After our first meeting, I had a dream. I was covered in blood. I'd slaughtered some Camelot pig and was about to eat it. Suddenly, I heard a voice. Aki, you're a Volker. Should do things like a Volker. That's when I realized you brought that dream to me with all your questions about my tribe.
And?
Endless screams of agony. That's a Volker thing. That's Volker served in a bowl or on a plate or even straight from the hot smoking cauldron. This is how we eat. This is us. If food were a language. I understand now. I have intent. Now other Volkers will like it as it's made by one of them for them. I know it.
I'm glad that you understand at last.
Thank you, outsider. I'm calmer now. Maybe even happy. Nah, that's too much. Not happy. But definitely calmer. Now I know what to do. Here, take it and come back if you want something warm. Go.
What's this? consumable.
Greetings.
I met a cook, Rumpold, who gave me a recipe that may inspire you.
Huh? Sour herring? And cheese? What's cheese? Never heard of that. Sounds like some bloody Camelot nonsense, but I'll give it a go, because, you know, I like sour things. And I like fish. Might be good. I'll try to cook it. If I ever get my hands on this, cheese, thank you, outsider.
I'll bring you some cheese.
Aye, sure. When you come back.
Imagine if I could give him spell to turn anyone into cheese.
Yes?
Give cheese.
Ah, now that's a different story. I know exactly what that is. We call it gribble here, because after eating it, folks tend to, you know, grib. A real delicacy.
Grib? What does that mean?
Oh, to grib means, you know, grib. Fart, yeah? After gribble, huh?
Okay, let me know what you think of the dish.
Give me a moment.
And what do you think of it?
Aye, right. I made it. But what the hell did you give me, eh? I felt pure agony at first. Never eaten anything like it. It's damn good. Sour herring and cheese. Oh, that mate of yours has a sharp mind. What tribe is he from?
He was a Camelot master of the kitchen, but no one understood him.
What? A Camelosian cooked something so tasty? It must have been the rune sending him to the wrong place. He'd fit in much better among the Vulkars, yeah. Go well and with a full belly, eh?
Nice. Oh no. Is this Faye again?
Hello again, fellow outsider. Welcome to the heart of the Volker's desolation.
What's a Pict doing among Dalriata?
Why, chasing mysteries, of course. You know what I find most fascinating about the Volker? Almost all of them carry the faint scent of the weirdness. The traces of it run through their veins, like tiny sparks lighting them from within. That caught my curiosity, so here I am, trying to satisfy it.
And Angsvar let you stay for that?
Angsvar let me stay because the pillar glowed when I arrived, and everyone decided it meant something. Salvation, a new beginning, anything to pull them out of this mire. I turned out to be none of those things. So I promised him I'd at least try to figure out how to open these damn doors without the matron's totem. So far, I've failed spectacularly at that too.
They let you live in their temple?
There's no priestess, no goddess, and barely any believers. Hardly enough to call it a temple, is it? Faith breaks so easily. That's why we don't believe in locking it away in buildings. Or people, for that matter.
What mysteries have you uncovered so far?
Other than their famous battle rage being less about their goddess's wrath and more about the weirdness churning behind these doors? Not much, sadly. The mysteries just keep piling up, as they always do. Speaking of which, there's something I want to ask you. You're not one of my kin, yet you almost feel like one. It's a bit distracting. Tell me, what's your secret?
How do you know I'm not a Pict?
I did say almost, didn't I? I may not know every Pict on Avalon, but I know my own when I see them. It's always a pleasure